Hello, Professor. My name is Vishnu. I'm making this presentation for my discussion of data analysis part that we did as part of our research project. So our research project is about detecting the fake news and also identifying the best modeling algorithm from the list of algorithms out there. And we use same the model to predict the fake or real news from our test data set. So in this presentation, I'll mostly focus on data analysis part. Also, I'll quickly go over the source for the data set and the models that we applied, and also quick summary about the results. So the source for our data set is Kaggle, and there are two sets of data. So one is to train the data, to train and validate the models, and another one is to identify to apply the identify model to detect fake news or real news. So the data format, the source have 5 columns mostly, but we mainly focused on the text and the label. We use ID of each row, right, to apply to create output file basically. So this is our dataset format. It has author, title, and the text, and also the label. So we mainly focused on the text because that is where we applied our models basically, right? And we need the label definitely. So the labels are basically Boolean encoded. 1 represents unreliable data and 0 represents reliable data. So these are the list of algorithms we have applied on our data. And so Gaussian naive Bayes, logistic regression, support vector machine, random forest, and ensemble learners. So ensemble learner basically, right, is the combination of multiple models. So this model basically identify the output label based on the voting, which means if that model using, let's say, 5 models, right, to predict the label for any data, it will poll all the models and provide the label based on the maximum number of votes. So that is about ensemble model. And once we identified the data and models to apply, right, we started data pre-processing. As part of data pre-processing, we mostly, converted the text into lowercase, and then we removed null values and removed any special characters or punctuations, and then remove all the stop words, and then we tokenize the data, we tokenize the text, and then we encoded it, and the encoded data we applied to the models, right? So in the data analysis part, right, after pre-processing, in the data analysis part, first we identify the ratio of each label, whether it is equally distributed, whether fake news and reliable news are equally distributed in the data set, or whether one is heavily dominated and another one is having low amount. So we generated a pie chart. You can see here, right, 56.7% of data is real data and 43.3% is fake data. So it is fairly distributed, if not equally distributed. So after that, we identified most frequently, appeared words in our data. So if you see here, right, I'm trying to show you the actual code. So said appeared more frequently and Mr. Trump are remaining most frequent words in our data set. And then we created data cloud for fake news and the real news. So in the fake news, you can see that the terms, the words like state, house, people, even states, these are frequently happened words. In the truth word cloud, right, you can see here, president said individual to would people. So these words are frequently occurred in actual data. And then we vectorize the data and we feed this vectorized data to the models, and we identified accuracy of each model, right? So here for linear SVC, we identify accuracy score and it was 93.766. And we did same for remaining models. And at the end, we created a tabular form for each model, the for accuracy score, so that we can identify which is the efficient model to detect the fake news. So here is the tabular form for that. So here at ensemble modeling and logistic regression and SVM algorithm having best prediction power. So we use ensemble modeling model to identify fake news from the test data. And we save that test, the results in the format CSV file. And this is the test results ensemble CSV file. Here we use only IDs of each row and we applied the label. So this is how our output file looks like. Yeah, I think that is all for this discussion and the presentation, Professor. Yeah. Thank you for your time and let me know if you have any questions.